we should rename the show the Early Show with Rick, Lola, and Dr. Stewart, because you're like you're a regular guest now.
Hey, Rick, man, I'm so thankful for you and Lola having us. Such a good partner. You know, when we talk about communiversity, one of the first people that bought into the notion of the community being the university and the university being the community was you guys. And so thank you. And anytime I can come here, I'm happy to do so.
Well, you're welcome, and we're proud to be a part of what you guys are doing. You guys are doing great work over there. But today we're here to talk about the Contractors Association of West Virginia, also known as the CAWV. And we have Jason Pizatella. Did I get it right?
You got it exactly right, Rick. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Now, let's talk about this, because this is an exciting time. We were at the Meet the Candidates forum yesterday, and there was a lot of talk about housing and learning trades. And you guys are set up for the university to help do that, and also the CAWV to help them do that. Now, let's talk about what's going on today.
Yeah, well, certainly, Rick, and I want to thank Jason for being here. We at WVU Tech, we have the state's only 4-year construction management program. And we think that's very important, because when you talk about Meet the Candidates yesterday, there's a need for highly qualified, skilled laborers, visionaries in the construction management world. And so we had already been in talks with Jason and the Contractors Association of West Virginia. And so today we're bringing their board of directors meeting to campus. But not only are we going to have them, they're going to engage with our laboratories that relate to construction management. They're going to work and meet construction management students, but they're also going to meet some of our K-12 partners from Raleigh and Fayette and Summers County, so that we can build pipelines.
Yeah.
It's the biggest challenge we face, Rick, is workforce recruitment and retention. And Dr. Stewart and his team at WVU Tech has been a great partner with us, and to bring the association to Beckley and to WVU Tech and to Southern West Virginia is just a great thing for us and our organization, because, as I'm sure some of the candidates said yesterday at your forum, it's a busy time in the construction industry, but there are also a lot of needs in West Virginia, and we want to build exactly what those needs are, but we need workers to do so, and a lot of those workers are right here on this campus, and they're students at WVU Tech.
Now, and I wanted to mention, it's a good thing you guys are here, because when I hear the name WVU Tech, I don't think construction, but we need to change that.
Yeah.
The top of mind awareness kind of thing.
And, you know, Rick, I've been big on making sure people know who we are and what we do, and ensuring them that we can, shall, and will do it for them, too. You know, in February, we're going to celebrate 130 years of outstanding STEM education in West Virginia and beyond. And what happens is construction management is actually a derivative of one of our most successful degree programs, which is civil engineering. Okay. And so it goes hand in hand. And one of the most successful construction management programs on the East Coast is this other little tech place right down the road. And it's actually named after Vasilio, who is a Beckley person down at Virginia Tech. And so there are a lot of opportunities that people may not know exist. But that's why Jason and I and the Contractors Association of West Virginia are trying to ensure that not only college students, but also students in K-12 know about these exciting opportunities.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that came up yesterday in the meeting, the forum, was the lack of folks that don't know trades. Now, help me here, Jason. With contractors, you think belts and tool belts, and that, but it's more than that, right?
It's a lot more than that. As Dr. Stewart said, they have one of the most popular and one of the most aggressive civil engineering programs, not just in West Virginia, but on the East Coast. And we want to get more students interested in that degree field. And so we're trying to recruit students starting in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade to get them interested in construction, because here's an industry that Congress, the legislature, has invested billions of dollars in infrastructure, and we have to be able to deliver all of those projects, and we need the workers to do so. And we're blessed here in West Virginia to have a lot of construction companies that are 3rd and 4th generation family owned, and they're always looking. I had a contractor just yesterday, Rick, tell me that if he could hire 50 more people tomorrow, he could hire 50 more people tomorrow if he could just find them.
Really?
And a lot of those students, hopefully we're going to meet today here on this campus at 12 noon for lunch, that are interested in not just a career in construction, but doing it right here in West Virginia. That's what we want them to do. We want them to stay. And if they're here in southern West Virginia, we want them to work for our members.
Okay. I'm talking to Dr. Stewart from WVU Tech and Jason Pizatella from the CAWV, the Contractors Association of West Virginia. Again, we're talking about the meeting going on today where you're going to show them what you guys have to offer. Now, is this something, do you know what they have to offer yet, or is that what you're going to learn today?
No, we do know what they have to offer, but we take once or twice a year, our board meets quarterly.
Okay.
And our headquarters is in Charleston, but everyone always says the action is in Charleston or the action is at the Capitol. That's not always the case. The action is on our college campuses. And the fact that Dr. Stewart was so kind enough to host us, and not just host us, but also invite the superintendent of schools in Raleigh and Fayette and Summers counties to come visit the campus and be with us, that is more meaningful to us than inviting them to come to Charleston, is for us to come to them. So we're certainly aware of this degree program, and we're aware of all the degree programs at WVU in Morgantown. But for us to come to them, it's just more meaningful for our board of directors to be able to tour the facility and see it firsthand.
Okay. And Dr. Stewart, now as far as being on the air and talking to the community, what do you hope to attain from this conversation?
Yeah, Rick, it goes back to that simple notion of communiversity. I truly believe in this, and I had dinner with some people last night, and I asked this question: why not us, and why not now?
Right.
Southern West Virginia, we've done so much for this state. We've done so much for this nation and this world. But we do not have as much to show for it as we could or should. And so I believe the role of the university is to help try to bring people together, try to identify people, whether or not they want to go straight into a particular field or get more education. We need to build the workforce that will allow Southern West Virginia to not just survive, but we need to be able to thrive. And I think creative partnerships like the Contractors Association of West Virginia, our K-12 partners that we work through, our Southern 13 initiative, where we worked with the 13 counties in Southern West Virginia, and even partners like you, Rick and Lola, it is important because all of us are stronger than one of us. Yeah. And we are trying to multiply the opportunities so that even if you do not want to go to college or, you want to stop at K-12, even if you have a GED, we want to make sure that people have opportunities to live, work, play, and raise a family here in Southern West Virginia.
Amen. And let me ask you, you mentioned you talked over dinner. What'd you have for dinner?
Well, I had salmon.
Salmon.
I had salmon and asparagus and a little ice cream from this place called the Greenbrier. The vanilla ice cream there is phenomenal. So we'll have to get you out to lunch or dinner one day.
I can't even afford to look at ice cream from the Greenbrier.
Well, we sometimes we get the free samples.
Okay. We do good with free. Jason, let me ask you this. Now we know young people love computers, and they're playing the games, they're on the social media, and as they're growing up and getting ready for college, so a lot of people lean towards that. How can you? What do we need to tell these people to direct them to contracting and to civil engineering? There is a lot of computers in this, right?
Well, there certainly is, Rick, and I would say that for people that are interested, have them go to CAWV.org or have them go to buildwv.org. Okay. That's our Workforce West Virginia recruitment site. But one of the things that we've discovered in the construction industry that I didn't realize 2 years ago was going to be such a big thing in our industry is AI, artificial intelligence.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm learning more from the students than I'm a lawyer by training, so I'm a recovering lawyer who was hired to run an association of contractors, and now I spend a lot of my days learning about artificial intelligence and how it's going to impact the industry, how it's going to impact engineering, architecture. 5-10 years from now, I think the way we design, engineer, and build buildings is going to be different. And so the fact that students today are learning differently than the way Dr. Stewart and I learned when we were going through college and grad school, it means that the people that are going to be building the infrastructure of tomorrow are going to have that training. And it starts right here at Tech and all of our college campuses throughout the state. And so technology is critical. And, I tell people all the time that even though we're on a college campus, a lot of times a 4-year college degree is not for everyone. And like Dr. Stewart said, if it is, we want them to come here to Tech.
Yeah.
But if it's not, we need just as many skilled trades, men and women, both traditional and non-traditional in the industry, because you can get a really good paying job in West Virginia right now with little to no debt that often the state will pay for a credential or that our members will pay for. That's how critical our workforce shortage is right now, is that we will pay for a student to go out and get a credential, whether it's welding, plumbing, electrician, things of that nature, with little to no debt, where they can go and have a really good paying job and support their families right here, right now.
And, I think that the notion of debt is very important too. And I want to thank Jason and the Contractors Association of West Virginia. We actually have a student and have had students at Tech that have been recipients of their organization's scholarship, because not only for those who want to go to college do I want them to know it's accessible, I want it to be affordable.
Right.
And so working with people to lessen that debt or eliminate it altogether, I think is very important for us.
And speaking of trades, I got to tell you, honest engineer, if I had one regret, if I could go back and do it over again, the one thing I would learn is how to fix things, how to use tools. I never learned that. But I would if I could. Even if you don't go into the industry, not a bad thing to have, and something to fall back on.
Basic understanding of how things work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how anything works. That's why I've got a great wife. So anyway, Dr. Stewart, good to see you again. Mr. Jason Pizatella.
You got it.
I am sorry. I'm so sorry. That's a hard one for early in the morning, man. Yeah. Hey, I haven't had enough coffee yet. Guys, good to see you. Good luck with your event today, and we wish you the best. Of course, Communiversity. Go Communiversity. Go Tech.
All right. Thanks Rick. Thanks, Lola.